Saturday ko baithe the Sri, when we sat Sunday, we spoke about women voters. Shalini, can you just put the graphic of women voters here? Because when the exit poll came out, we discussed that suddenly there's a surge of women voters in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh.
That's right.
And the whole discussion was where will this vote go? Now, if you look at the convincing margin which Bharatiya Janata Party has got in Madhya Pradesh, and sort of a sweet margin they have in Rajasthan, you have women as a category emerging strong. Sudha, can you tell me, after independence, caste was a category, region was a category, urban rural was a category, class was a category, hill and plain was a category, scheduled tribe, scheduled caste was a category, but gender as a category, like in Anglo-Saxon democracies, was not here. Do you think that women as a category has emerged?
Of course, I mean, although it was
and why? Can you tell me?
It has, what used to happen was that the women used to vote what the men were saying, and that was one argument which was also there in 33% reservation to be given to women, that it's not the women who are actually going to be making any decisions, it's going to be their husband stroke father-in-law stroke sons who are going to make that decision for them. I can only quote particularly in Tamil Nadu, where there are panchayat heads, but they cannot possibly hoist the national flag on Republic Day or 15th of August because of their caste, and they get their caste from their husbands. Earlier they got their caste from the father. So it was just that they were an ancillary, they were a subsidiary of the male gender. But right now what has happened is that, much like what happened in television and particularly in entertainment, that the woman has the remote in her hand, and therefore she has the buying power. She decides where she should put money for which soda, which brand of soda, and that's how it worked. And that's exactly what has worked, I think, here. It's literacy, it's awareness, it's the thing to go ahead, and it is, decisiveness. And also political parties have been very, look at it, look at all the welfare, I hate to call it reveries, I've kept saying welfare policies. In Tamil Nadu, they started, cradle, Jayalalitha started the cradle thing. Then she started giving gold for the talis, which is the Mangal Sutra. In Madhya Pradesh right now, Ladli Behna 1200 rupees, Congress ne bola, hum aapko 1500 rupees denge. But will you be sold? They look at the overall picture and then they will see to it. In Telangana, the win is Graha Lakshmi, Graha Jyoti. What pretty much an Anna Bhagya scheme, Anna and Bhagya. The thing is that it's very smartly distributed there. People used to, Indian democracies, there's still articles being written in the Western media about how they can be bought with, 1 cotton sari and 2 kgs of rice. Well, we are a country which requires subsidies as always, but the point is that also there is a very, very careful consideration that who do you vote for. Rajasthan is a very, very good example. Ashok Bagdia, our colleague, was saying the other day, there was a time when women will not come out to vote. That was the culture. But now, over the, let's say, a decade ago, they've started coming out. It's a paradigm shift. In Bihar it happened, in Uttar Pradesh it happened, and it's now showing its effect in the rest of the country.
So just to add to what Sudha is saying, and to your point, Kartikeya, even in a community like, let's say, the Muslim community, there are signs that the women are voting independently of their, male members in the family, which is a sign that overall women in India are coming into their own politically as decision makers, as people who have their own mind in terms of what is the issue, what is the party that they want to, go with. So, which is a very, very, I think, important shift that's happening from a electorate point of view.
I would be very interested also to look in this contest at Telangana, because AIMIM, Mr. Owaisi has a lot of influence in the 7 or 8 seats in the Twin Cities. But what we said that he was winning in 4 and the rest we did not know. The point is, Mr. Owaisi does not have impact in entire Telangana, because his politics is also in a way ghettoization of doing particular things which the Muslim women are now saying, no, we want to wear the hijab, but we want to study.
Okay.